Percentage problems. This is when you've got a bunch of different percentage problems all lumped in together, and what is your approach going to be for solving them? Now, you might have watched my earlier video, which was how to solve any problems. Any percentage problem is going to have an amount out of a total, and that will equal a percentage out of 100. So percentages are really just equivalent fractions out of 100. Each question is going to provide you with a few of these parts, and you'll have to find the one that's missing. And your approach is to identify which of these parts you have in the question. You're not likely to have the 100 stated in the question, because that's just implied as part of the percentage out of 100. But they might give you a percentage. If they've given you a percentage, you're going to see the percent sign. There's no percent sign in this. The question says, what percentage is this? You'll be finding the percentage. Whereas this question, the Tim Tams contain 8% sugar, there's our percent sign. They've given me the percentage in this question. So you look to see, have they given me the percentage, or do they want me to find the percentage? If they want me to find the percentage, the question will say, what percentage is this? Then it's about identifying what is the amount and what is the total. And generally, your total is going to be, here is your main larger amount, here is what one whole is. So in this question where I say a serving of Tim Tams weighs 59 grams, one serving contains 19 grams of fat, what percentage is this? One serving is 59 grams, out of that 19 grams is fat. This is our total. Sorry, my writing just suddenly went terrible. This is our total. And this is our amount. So we go back to this strategy and we write our amount, 19, without the grams because we don't put units in working, out of the total, 59, equals the percentage, which we don't know, and that's what we want to find, out of 100. Then we want the percentage on its own. I've got divide by 100 here. To reverse that, I know I have to times by 100. So 19 out of 59 times 100 will give me the percentage. Grab our calculator. 19 divided by 59 times 100. That is 32.2%. So we'll say 32%. Now that does rely on us remembering with this strategy how to get rid of a divide by 100. If you prefer, you can still see the amount out of the total, and remember that when I've got an amount out of a total, I need to times it by 100 to get the percentage. So it's up to you which strategy you use. The Tim Tams contain 8% sugar. How many grams of sugar is this? So when I've got my amount out of a total, and that equals a percentage out of 100, I've got the percentage here. And the total is still the total that it was before. It's the 59 that is the whole serving of Tim Tams. So I want to know what amount of sugar I would get, that because that's 8% of the total. So that's finding the amount out of 59, and that will equal 8 out of 100. Then I rearrange to get the amount on its own. Amount divided by 59, I need to get rid of this divide by 59, so I do the opposite. Amount equals 8 over 100 times 59, and that will get me the answer. 4.72, and that was in grams, so that's grams of sugar. So there's all sorts of ways of approaching the percentage problems. This is just one type of problem. We need to be able to solve problems when they're all mixed up, but keeping an eye on what's the amount, what's the total, what's the percentage, and which one do they want me to find, and using this strategy will usually help.